Hi everyone, welcome to EDU250, Introduction to Special Education. My name is Dr. Andrea Brunell and I will be your instructor for the course for the next 7 weeks. Oh, one of my friends came here to visit. This is my one of my sidekicks. This is Satchmo. He might be popping in from time to time. Anyhow, okay, Satchi, you can go hang out in your bed. So, a few things with this course. This is an introductory course to special education, and you will be having materials to read, watch, and explore. There is an optional textbook. Here it is right here. Let's get this one. Special Education in Contemporary Society. If you're interested in getting a hold of this book, I will throughout the course give you the chapters that go along with our learning. It is optional to use the textbook. The other thing that's optional for this class is I'm going to try something new. You'll see it in my announcements. I'm going to try during my office hours on Sunday night from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock having a live Zoom meeting for whoever would like to show up. I have done this at another university with graduate students, and I always had a handful of graduate students that really appreciated that time to be able to have those, that little bit of asynchronous time with their classmates and with me to talk about the content of the class, whatever contemporary issues have come up related to the class. So we're going to give that a shot. What I'm going to do is send out a calendar invitation. And if it's something you think you might be interested in doing a couple times, accept the invitation so it goes onto your calendar. And again, it's optional. You won't get any points off for not coming, but it's there if you need it. So we'll see if that's helpful. So we're going to start out in week 1 learning about the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. You're going to learn a little bit about the disability rights movement and the Americans with Disabilities Act. And you're also going to be learning about the difference between IEPs, which are individualized education programs, and 504 plans, which is under the ADA. I'm going to have you watch a few videos about 504s versus IEPs, the history of special education, and also have you explore a little bit about, I actually have the trailer for a movie called Crip Camp, and that will be for extra credit if you're interested. If you do watch the movie Crip Camp at any point during this class, you will see it under extra credit, and post your comments to Judy Human, who is sort of the mother of the disability rights movement. She passed on a few years ago, but her social media is still kept up. And if you post to her website and send me a screenshot, I will give you extra credit. It's a fabulous, fabulous film. So you have that option. So we're going to start out with our discussion. Discussions are going to have the same kind of format, and those of you who have had me before know that. You're going to have an initial post to the prompt that's due by Wednesdays at midnight, and then you have till Sundays at midnight to respond to either me or your classmates. Remember, you should be using references and in-text citations to make connections to your learning, and that's especially important in your initial post to the prompt. So this week, I'm going to ask that you introduce yourself and tell us why you're taking the class, what your major is, what you'd like to get out of this class. And you can feel free to do that as a written post or video post like this. And let us know if you've had any experience with special education or Section 504. And that can be either in school, professionally, or perhaps with your child, a child or relative, a sibling, anything that you have come into relation with special education. And then our first assignment is going to be, you are going to reflect and synthesize what we have been learning. So I'm going to ask that you develop either a digital poster, a presentation that has a narrative. So remember, whenever you do a presentation for it, it does require having a narrative, or a written document for parents and caregivers talking about a brief history of IDA and 504, and explaining the similarities and differences between an IEP, an individual education program, and a 504 plan. And then the information under the assignment has your extra credit information about watching Crip Camp. So I hope some of you are able to take me up on that extra credit. Again, you can turn that in anytime during the course. The best way to turn it in to me is either via email or via messaging in Canvas. Otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the Ask Your Instructor discussion board. Send me an email, send me a message through Canvas. Typically, I will get back to you within a few hours. If for some reason you don't hear back from me within 24 hours, resend your message. Every once in a while, a message just goes out into the internet ether and I don't get it. So if you don't hear from me, it's because somehow I haven't gotten the message. So I'm looking forward to learning with all of you for the next 7 weeks. There are quite a few of you that I've known from other classes, so I look forward to being able to learn with you again, and I look forward to getting to know some of the people that I haven't met before. Take care, have a great week, and I will see you during the week in the discussion. Take care.